Everyone over the age of 16 will be eligible to get vaccinated. The first 3 months of our vaccination program focused on targeting vaccines to specific high-risk groups. Now our objective is to reach everyone over the age of 16 in America. Wherever you live, whatever your circumstances, if you are 16 or older, you are now eligible for a free COVID vaccine shot. And we have the vaccine to deliver. We head into this next phase. It's important for us to look at where we stand. After 3 months of targeting vaccinations largely to healthcare workers, frontline workers, and people with high-risk conditions, nursing home residents, and seniors, the progress we've made has been stunning. Let me point out a few achievements. First, as of this past Sunday, more than 50% of adult Americans have had at least one vaccine shot. We still have a long way to go, but that's an important marker of progress. When it comes to our target groups, the largest groups we focused on in these past 92 days have been seniors. Americans aged 65 and older. They account for 80% of all the COVID deaths before we started vaccinating. When I took office, 8% of the people over 65 had received their first shot. I'm pleased to announce that by tomorrow, that total will exceed 80% of the people over the age of 65. 80% of American seniors of all races, religions, political views will have had at least one shot. It'll be another month or so before we see the full benefits of this effort, as many seniors still need the second shot, plus the 2 weeks to gain that protection after the second shot. But already, we've seen a dramatic decline in deaths among people over the age of 65, an 80% reduction in deaths of people over the age of 65. Still, far too many lives lost, but also a lot of lives saved. In the weeks ahead, as more seniors reach full vaccination, that number of lives lost will continue to decrease. You know, we made great progress with another target group as well. Educators, school staff, bus drivers, and child care workers. Back in February, when many of our schools were fully or partially closed, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, issued guidelines to help reopen our schools safely. Then in March, Congress approved the American Rescue Plan to fund the safe reopening of our schools. One thing was clear. Many educators are understandably anxious about going back to a classroom without being vaccinated. And many parents were understandably nervous about sending their kids back as well. So on March the 2nd, I launched a program directing all states to make educators, school staff, school bus drivers, child care workers eligible for vaccination in every state so that schools and child care centers could open with a peace of mind. Within a month, 80% had received at least one shot, and schools and child care centers all over the country are reopening. Now, to be clear, we still have some work to do with our target groups, but we've made remarkable progress. And as we continue, as I said, the time is now to open up a new phase of this historic vaccination effort. To put it simply, if you've been waiting for your turn, wait no longer. Now is the time for everyone over 16 years of age to get vaccinated. Unlike the target groups where we've made such great progress, the broad swath of American adults still remain largely unvaccinated. In a number of states, they weren't eligible for the vaccination until this week. Too many younger Americans may still think they don't need to get vaccinated. So, let me explain 2 reasons why we need everyone over 16 years of age in America to get vaccinated, and share what we're going to do to encourage it. The first reason, quite simply, is to keep you from getting very sick or dying. Hundreds of Americans are still dying from COVID every day. The data could not be clearer at this point. If you are fully vaccinated, 2 weeks beyond your last shot, you are nearly 100% protected against death from COVID, no matter what your age. no matter what your health history. Until you are fully vaccinated, you are still vulnerable. The vaccine can save your life. The second reason to get vaccinated is to protect your community, your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Vaccines can save your own life, but they can also save your grandmother's life, your coworker's life, the grocery store clerk, or the delivery person, helping you and your neighbors get through the crisis. Now, that's why you should get vaccinated.